My name is Jerry Schmitz, and I am the founder and executive director of the Mathews House. The Mathews House came about after I met a young man in Old Town. This young man had aged out of foster care, and being my former profession was high school teacher, I engaged very quickly with adolescents, so I just started asking him some questions. And I really thought that here in this city of Fort Collins, there would be resources for this young man. Long story short, I found out there wasn't any resources for a young man like this. And so I really felt a calling to start something that would be able to help these young people. The mission of the Mathews House is to empower youth and families by building trusting relationships and providing resources so that they can disrupt the cycles of poverty and abuse. So in Fort Collins, we do have a hidden population. There are those youth and families that are really navigating difficulties in their life alone. So we really hope to come alongside them and really just share life with them, to be there for them, help them in whatever way we can so that they can really walk into a positive future. One young man in particular had experienced extreme trauma. He had his ups and downs, but I have been able to stay in contact with him. And now, 14 years later, I was reunited with him, and he is very successful in Little Rock, Arkansas, and has just purchased his own home. When I think back, I couldn't really see this kind of future for this young man, and I don't think he could envision it either. And really, there wasn't anything magical that we did. We just came alongside him and provided that trusting relationship that he had never had. We provided some resources for him, but he built that intrinsic motivation as we worked with him, and he's the one that made his life as positive as it is today. So in 2010, we started our Strengthening Families program. And then we moved what I call even further upstream with our prevention program, the community life centers, like we now have here at First Pres. When we talk about ways for the community to get involved as volunteers, think about our after-school program with kids being dropped off from Poudre School District and needing someone to help them with homework helpers. Think about a mom who's bringing her children because she can't afford child care and a volunteer being there to lovingly take care of her children. There are many ways volunteers can be engaged, and I think sometimes the value of a volunteer is underrated. One of Mother Teresa's quotes that's very dear to my heart is she said, "Poverty is not just the lack of food, the lack of clothing. Poverty is really feeling unloved and not feeling that you have purpose in life." So at the Mathews House, we want to provide space for folks to feel that they are loved and they are valued. So as our staff engages, we really need you as volunteers to help us so that people do see this community cares. This community wants to see them move out of crisis and into a very positive future. So thank you for partnering with us, not only in providing space, but in providing that human contact that so many folks need.